Everybody, welcome to the 8th day of Vlogmas, or the 8th day of Advent. This is the Cozy Hermitage Craft Room. My name is John. If you're watching this, if you're continually watching this, and welcome back. If you're new, welcome. Anyway, today I was thinking yesterday, I was going over what projects I wanted to work on and what I wanted to do, and I was working on a hat, and I just not into that hat anymore. I just don't want to work on it right now, so I've set that aside, and I'm going to start working on I like those way back in 2020, I guess it's not way back, but 2020, Arnie and Carlos did those blocks, those colorwork blocks, and I did one. It's not very good, but I had fun doing it. So I want to start working on those again. So I went to their website and downloaded all those block patterns onto my iPad. So now I have those to work on, and so that'll be kind of fun. And then I was watching the Toads at the Toad Hollow, and Helen and Mary Beth, and they have a thing, I think it's called WIPGo, where they assign numbers to different projects that they have, and then at the beginning of the month or whatever, they draw a number and draw a couple numbers, and those are the projects that they get to work on. So I thought, well, that's kind of neat, but I don't want to be, I don't know. So I came up with WIPDice, where I take and I have it here. I don't know whether you can read it, whether it's backwards or what, but so I have number 1 is a Christmas stocking, number 2 is work on my knitting machine, so I just have to make something on the knitting machine, or work on something, or continue working something on the knitting machine. Then I have the mini knitting machine, and then Arnie and Carlos blocks, and then work on an embroidery, and then work on quilt for number 6. So then, in the day, during the morning, I just roll a dice and see what number it lands on, and that's what I'll do for that day. So it's not a month-long thing, but a daily thing, or it could even be an hourly thing, or you finish a project for that particular, you roll a 1 and you're working on quilts or whatever until you get tired of it, and then you can roll the dice again, and you can do a new project. So that's what I'm going to try doing, and see how that helps me get motivated to do some things. And so that's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of what I've been working on. And then for the blocks, I have the yarn that I'm going to use, red and green. And then I'm trying to decide on what needles to use. I don't know whether to use my metal needles, which I like. I use ChowGoo needles for knitting in the round, and for most of my knitting I use ChowGoo, and I really like those. I like the cables. But I also like straight needles, and so I like the metal needles because they're slick and the yarn comes off easy. So I have these. Then Arnie and Carlos did a this was quite a while ago. They did a video on the needles that they use. They use prim needles, and so I said, "Oh, they use prim needles. I have to get some of those." So I bought a bunch of prim needles. Then I tried them, and I didn't really like them. But I want to try them again. So I have my set of needles for working on that, and so I think I'll start out with the prim needles and see how that goes. And if I decide they're not as comfortable as my metal needles, I'll switch back. Easy enough to just transfer it over to another needle, to different needles. So let me see. Do I have anything else to do? I've been cleaned out I have some knitting bags that my straight needles were in. I had to clean those out, and so I have a pile of yarn and needles and stuff I have to go through and straighten out and organize. And I've been on a organization cleaning kick for the last week. I cleaned off the little table next to my chair out in the living room. That's all clean, vast difference from what it was. And didn't just stuff stuff in drawers or boxes or whatever. I actually put stuff where it should go. And finding out I'm running out of space for books. I need some more shelves or a whole nother building for my books. So yeah, let me see. Yeah, I think that's about all I have going on right now. We have our friend. I can't remember whether I've told you about our friend Ruben, who is in the hospital. He's in what they call rehab right now, where they teach him to, walk again and get around with his injuries. And so we're supposed to pick him up today and take him home. So that'll be good. He's had a rough go at the hospital, and now he seems to be doing better. He's getting. We had classes for to cook, move around the kitchen, and getting in and out of cars and all that stuff. So I think he's ready to go home. And we went and bought him some groceries yesterday and took those to his house and everything. So that'll be good to have him back, and maybe if he's up to it, we can meet again on Wednesday and have our knit night. So we have our knit nights at his house on Wednesday nights. So anyway, it's going to be a busy day today. I have to go get him, and then we have grandchildren that we're supposed to watch for a couple days. So that'll be fun, play with the grandkids. So I'll be busy. So hopefully, I don't know if I'm going to get anything done the rest of the weekend, but we'll see. I might give my WIPDice a try and see if I can make that happen today or tomorrow. I might have to wait until evening when everyone's in bed to do my crafting. So that's all right. I kind of like doing it that way anyway. Everyone's in bed and it's quiet, and I can just sit here and do my thing. So anyway, well, I hope everyone has a great Advent and a good day today. Get out there and do some crafting, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.